morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am coming at you from Bay Beach, the start of CoasterCon. That's the pre-con event. I just took my first ever ride on Zippin' Pippin', Elvis's favorite roller coaster. Did the very back row, and it was really solid. First drop was really good. The air time on the trip out was pretty solid. Although I will say I was not crazy about the death hill. It was a little too strong for my liking, and I would definitely take Phoenix to Canildas over this. I don't know how hot of a take that is, but it's still very solid. So Zippin' Pippin, I'll say, is just out of my top 50. Overrated? I'd say maybe just a little bit. I've only done one ride in the back of the train. Was gonna ride the front row for my first ride, but I was second in line. The people ahead of me got in the front, so I'm like, might as well do the back, get the second best seat, or it might be the best front line. No, I haven't tried the front row yet, so we're gonna try that right now and see how it is. But as of now, Zippin' Pippin, good, but definitely a bit overhyped.
I don't think I'm going to make
Just rode Zippin' Pippin' in the front for my first time, and one thing I noticed, the ejector death hill hits a lot harder in the front. I dare say it felt borderline Magnum level, which, hot take, I'm not crazy about Magnum XL 200, especially up front because the airtime is like too much for my liking. The ejector death hill on Zippin' Pippin' in the front row is darn close to it in terms of strength, so I'm not sure which row I like better in general, front or back, but I'll definitely need to try both rows a few more times to get a good feeling. But my opinion on Zippin' Pippin' still remains the same.
Might as well get the POV.
I'm just watching.
Rode Zippin' Pippin' twice more, did it once more in the front, then I did second and back as well. I'm starting to get more used to the strength on the ejector death hill, and I'm starting to like the ride more as a result of it. On my most recent front row ride, I was actually riding it with a YouTuber you guys may know as John Chen. He makes really great POVs. He happened to capture one while he and I were in the front row, so that video will be out sometime soon. I imagine that might be out before this is out, which if that's the case, I'll post a link to that video in the description of this video, and I'll also post a link to this channel so you guys can check him out. He makes some really great POVs. I'm gonna start getting some more shots of this right now because I've gotten 4 rides during ERT. They're only on one train, sadly, so I'm definitely needing more time to get content and whatnot of this ride, so let's spend some time doing that. And then I think around 2 o'clock there's a slide race at the slide, which is somewhere back behind Pippin over there. I'm definitely intrigued about that, so we're gonna do that after a while, but first let's get some content.
wants to gather for the picture, we'll do it right in front of this thing. Be careful.
I said there would be a slide tournament that actually started at 10:30. I thought it would be like 2:30. And now they're doing the first round. It's like a tournament bracket style. For the first round, it's the first 3 people to finish move on to the next round, which I got 3rd place in my race. So I'm moving on to the next round.
Our Victor won it last weekend, and I got
Round 2, it'll be 2 groups of 6, and there's 9 slides here. The top 4 from each group move on. So I feel like I have a pretty good chance of moving on.
on it.
Yeah.
I
Just on the back side of it.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I made it to the final round. Ryan, your Scott also made it. Think you can win? No. No, there's a guy in a Big Bear Mountain shirt that flew down the slide. He overshot it at the end there. So if one of us wins the whole thing, that'd be bonkers. Like all of us in the top 3, that would be absurd. But I'm not expecting that. Not even close. You cannot make this stuff up. Somehow I managed to beat everybody and get 1st place in the whole thing. That's just absurd. And that's will be finishing 3rd in the 1st round, 4th in the 2nd round. So I got like the last place position needed to qualify in the other 2 rounds, and then I come back and take home the win in the whole thing. So I can't believe that worked out. Ryan ended up getting 4th, and then my brother ended up getting 3rd. So we all top 4'd at least, which is good. We all got top half. After riding Zippin' Pippin twice more, 1 more in the front, 1 more in the 2nd to back, I can confidently say the 2nd to back row is my favorite seat on this coaster. Not only is the drop really good in the back, but the airtime I feel like is a little bit more sustained, which I've noticed it was a lot more sustained in the front this time compared to my front row rides earlier today. But also the ejector death hill isn't quite as violent in the back of the train, so therefore I like it more back there. I definitely say be sure to get a ride in both the front and the 2nd to back if you can while you're here, because it's a really good ride and you'll definitely want to do it more than once. I realized just how brilliant this place really is. It's a public park with a lot of amusement rides everywhere, which is definitely something you don't see every day. I'm glad I was able to stop here to kick off CoasterCon. Well, technically I already did that because I rode Tiger Terror the day before this, but that's besides the point. Rode the giant slide one more time to end my day, and my final ride count was 6 on Zip and Pippin, 5 on the giant slide. In terms of highlights, getting a final ride Zip and Pippin for the first time was really good, and also getting that win on the slide terminal was also a lot of fun. There weren't really too many highlights besides that because things I did here. And before you click on this video, please be sure to leave a like if you haven't done so already. Be sure to comment, enjoy about this video, be sure to share it with someone else. If you're new to the channel like myself, please consider subscribing for more content like this. I'd appreciate you subscribing and tell the bell to get notified every time I upload a new video. I also have an Instagram account for pictures I take whenever I visit the parks. Be sure to check me out there as well. I'll be the link in the description. As for my next vlog, it'll be from Six Flags Great America, so stay tuned for that. And until then, I'll see you later.